Welcome to Kickstarter Radio 1 or 2.4. I'm your host, Lipstickpaddy, and today we're looking at Roborover 2077. Bit of a mouthful, that, isn't it? 27. Anyway, welcome to Kickstarter Radio. Yeah, I'm your host, Lipstickpaddy, and this is really exciting, actually. It's got an amazing toy factor. No, the company here is Gilmo, and they produced a toy like this before. It was like a kid's toy, but with a crack team, they've actually put it together to be like this great, innovative toy, and merging it with a board game. You can see lots of cards here, and an app. The app basically is going to give you quests and things like that. Your mission. You can only say quest if it's a fantasy, can't you? And if it's sci-fi, it's a mission. All right, you get a mission from these. Sorry, I've been watching Lord of the Rings. And it's coming from, I think it's a 30 team from Sydney, Australia. And I absolutely think they've got it nailed here, from what I can tell. Anyway, a little bit of fluff here and all this good stuff. Solo play, 4-play, 60 to 90 minutes. It's got many different scenarios that you can play on it, which is really good. The app as well, potentially you might be able to get extra scenarios on download in the future as well. So yeah, let's have a look, shall we? Technology-Augmented. You can see this great fact here. In fact, you watch all these videos, it does look absolutely super cool factor, in fact. So it's like you've got to produce hydrogen to keep yourself alive, excuse me. There's like a hamster with glasses. A bit weird, isn't it? I think they want to kind of keep it into this kind of crazy, funky kind of thing that they've got on. There is a human that's kind of the boss, but there's a cat there. I think the other one is a snake, just to make it kind of weird and wacky. So anyway, the mission that you're on, you're going to be using these cards to try and solve the puzzle that's going on, and you're going to be buying parts to actually repair the base, and when you start putting things in the base, if you've got it correct, it'll react in a certain way, and if you get it wrong, it'll react in another way. As time goes, it might also start getting damaged, and you might see ill effects happening and things like this, but it's very cool what's going on. Each missions as well uses different parts of it and things like that, so it's going to be fairly fresh every time you play it. You can see the 4 characters up here. I think it's a snake, hamster, the dude, and the cat. It's very, very toy factor, and it's got some really cool mechanics as it's moving cards away. You can even put cards on this little strack here, and it'll kind of laser scan them and stuff like that. So it's got quite a lot of technology in here. You can see it has an engine that's running, it has a walkie-talkie and all this stuff that's going on. There's a repeater, like you can see it on the app here, the repair shop. So it almost feels like a worker placement with a shop to get parts and use those parts then to get stuff. Looks fairly interesting. Of course it's cooperative. Of course the box is going to be a big box. It's holding the toy and everything with it. Dimensions wise as well, you can see it's fairly long, isn't it? It's 40 centimeters, and so you're getting the stuff you'd expect with some kind of app. You got your USB there, the walkie-talkie cool factor as well. The game board looks kind of nice, isn't it? You can see that you're going to have to travel around the base. You've got like solar power over here. The green area over here is probably for food, maybe. You've got like the mining section down here, and you've got the mountain up here, which is, I suppose you're getting thermal energy from there as well. Question mark. It's still a little bit, not dove too deep into it. I thought it was a cat, but it's like a dog here, doesn't it? Potentially the robots. I'm not quite sure how it works. Is it just this one guy on his own? So yeah, it's got quite a lot of stuff that you're using. I think when you look at it, you're going to be like, oh my god, this looks absolutely cool, but how expensive is it? Quickly look at that. $200. No, that's 200 euros. It's funny how they've gone to euros instead of dollars. How much is that in dollars? I don't know. So yeah, you're going to be moving around the board to get certain icons and certain tokens and stuff. You'll use those tokens then to help you buy stuff and all that good stuff. You are going to be using these cards as well to produce stuff. There is, like I say, it's worker placement. So when you're getting certain things out there, you'll get your resources back up that the mission requests and stuff. And inside the app, as it says here, unexpected events can occur when you're playing the game. So yeah. So yeah, it looks absolutely great. I think it looks fantastic. I'm really tempted to back it, actually. I really hope all this art is in the app as well that they're using here. I imagine it is coming from there. But considering their last Kickstarter when they had the toy factor and now they've produced a game on it and it's with the app as well, that obviously took more. I think it was 3 years in planning and it looks really good. Now it says here, players will explore different locations upon successfully completing, so they can unlock new missions. So it looks like this base that you're in can kind of travel around to these locations and get certain specific events that are happening there and things like that. So yeah, it comes in parts. You just simply put it together. It's using electronics to connect it. Oh, you can see like there's a chip on them that it's reading from. It's really cool technology. And they've obviously been inspired by the first Kickstarter that they did, which was like a camper van. 22nd century camper van with all technology in it for kids, it felt like. Well, here they've kept that toy factor, but they've matured it into like an interesting game that everyone would be interested in, I think, and all that good stuff. All right, is that the dollar then? 225. All right, so 225 then on the nose. You are paying for that toy, the board game, all the cards, and all the technology R&D that's gone into it, and the app. It's kind of a lot there. Obviously, you need to have a tablet, I guess, here. I'm not sure if it's going to be on a laptop. Might be. Yeah, sorry. Now, this pledge is the base pledge. You're getting those standees. But if you do go up to 300, they're going to add some more stuff. This is like the deluxe part of it. A spacecraft for the exploration team, capable of docking on the Fortress Summit. And the standees, it says here, will be frosted acrylic, which is, I guess, making it more unique. You can see it here, actually, the top of it. Deluxe base is also nice, and you get the play mat as well. So yeah, that looks good. You go up to 315. This is jumping up again. Get everything that you saw, plus it's Bioenergy Deluxe Edition. Doesn't explain what that is there, does it? Just have a look here. If we click details, there's something else in here. The exclusive custom startup effect based on your name. The bioenergy expansion. So that's probably an add-on if we go down, isn't it? So hang on. And you can piecemeal it in as well. So you're going to go base, just get the amount you can, of course, and all this stuff. Bioenergy Explorer. A bioenergy themed expansion brings new mechanics to the game, consisting of bioenergy generator, cubic wooden tokens, and dice cards. Talking about nice cards, it has like a little dice tower in here as well. And you can see there where it plugs in to the side. It's fairly interesting. And of course you get new cards for this as well. Looks great. Absolutely looks great. So stretch goals just probably going to be giving you more to add into the game to help out with gameplay and things like that. More cards and stuff like that, as you'd expect. All right. Yeah, so you can read all about this. Lots of R&D's gone into here and trying to try and make it fun. Almost feels like a escape game as you're trying to fix stuff. I think shipping's fairly reasonable there, actually. Awesome sauce. Right, there we go, peeps. Roborover 2077, the Technology-Augmented board game. It's looking really, really cool. We're talking a worker placement game that changes depending on the app. And it has that toy factor where the, your base that you're trying to fix, and it starts reacting to what you're doing and adds to that pressure. Now, like for example, I've got Fuse. This is this dice game, and if you use an app, it's got like a countdown, and as it counts down, there's like it like puts the pressure on you. There's a woman talking. You've only got 2 minutes, quick, And it's interesting, that app, because it feels like it's pushing the pressure on you, Fuse, when you're trying to put the bomb out. But here, it's a lot more different things are going on here. So if you're going to get more stress from this, it could be really pushing it into a new realm of that kind of real-time stress kind of game that it can be giving you. So yeah, and I think it looks absolutely phenomenal, and I think it's got such a great table presence with that toy factor, and the fact that it all reacts to what you're doing on the game, because you are putting cards, you're scanning cards in, it's looking at cards, and so the machine is getting affected by what you're doing. The app won't work without the toy won't work without the cards, so it all needs each other, and I think that is the sweet spot, I think. So yeah, there you go, peeps. Roborover 27. What an incredible find that I found here on Kickstarter, and I really hope I've piqued your interest in this. I think it's a super, super cool piece of tech, and I think whoever plays this, it's going to have that wow factor, and it's going to be nothing like you've got on your game set at all, is it? You're going to have nothing like this on your shelf at all, and it's just going to be phenomenal, isn't it? I'm super, super excited about it. It just looks the bomb. Well, with Essen at the minute and lots of games being shown, this has to be the coolest game of the year that's come out for Essen, right? If any more stuff happens on the campaign, I'll come back and do a final thoughts, of course. It has a beautiful 28 days to go, and I can't wait to keep following it and keep up with all the updates. There's an FAQ up here for people that might be interested in, is it beginner friendly? Yes, of course it is. What's the power source? It has uses batteries. Is internet? No, you can play it offline as long as you've got the app on your thingy. Software will detect the battery to let you know you need to change it in advance. What happens if app's not available? Can you really? The only thing that they could do that is bring it out on Steam. if they can get onto that. You know, Steam support would be something that's needed. You can't use sleeves though, which is good. It'll still be able to scan the cards. There will be a pledge manager, which is very good. Shipping's of course not included. And yeah, this will not be 3D printed. It says, due to the production process requiring the creation of injection molds, it will take time. So shipping's going to be August 2025. So that's something that you might look at it and think, this is just 3D printed. Yeah, but they are going to injection mold it, etc., etc. It is going to go professionally produced. Now, it says if everything goes smoothly, it's very likely we will ship earlier, is what they say. So they do have a lot of faith in the tech, and this is not the first time they've produced a toy with a little bit of technology in it. So this is the second round of making something, but the fact they've rounded it up with a board game and an app looks fantastic. Really is like a modern day, next generation board game, and I think I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I've tried to be pretty vague here, so you'll check out these videos. Be warned, when you check these videos out, everyone's loving it, and yeah, you might be going down the rabbit hole where you have to back this, and remember, it's expensive, isn't it? Anyway, what a fantastic game it looks from this team from Sydney. Certainly company to follow if they keep making these toy type games and all that good stuff. All right, peeps. Let's hope there's more stuff like this coming out, I guess, from this team, because it looks a giant W, doesn't it? Yeah. How many other Kickstarters are we going to have that's going to blow us away this year? This is definitely one that's blown me away. And if I sound a little bit under the weather, I think I've got a cold. I just need to say this right. I'm going to say this at the end of the video. Should have probably said it at the beginning of the video. I've gone through 2 tissue boxes today. And yeah, it's what we call a cold here. You get a cold here even when the weather is 40 degrees outside. Yeah, you know, as you go into September, you can get a cold. You even get it in hot weather. The actual name of the cold is the rhinovirus. That's what I probably got. Anyway, if I sound different. Anyway, peeps, there you go. Roborover 27. Got to the end without blowing my nose. It's true. So thank you so much for listening. If you got this far, please give the video a thumbs up. I hope to get better soon. And all that good stuff. I've been drinking plenty of water and keeping myself healthy. So yeah, as best I could. But it's really hard to push my voice and get excited. Anyway, you're not really interested in me. You're more interested in this, and it looks the bomb. We highly recommend it. Yes. So thank you so much for watching. This is Kickstarter Radio 102.4. I'm your host, Lipstickpaddy. Please check the channel out, especially our playlists. We have special programs that we do here, and I'm sure there'll be some interesting videos. I'll recommend one. The story of a whale, a guy that... My voice is fading the longer this video is going. A guy that backs so many games on Kickstarter, and he's got boxes unopened in his house. It is an incredible story. Check that one out. I'll put it at the end of this video. If you probably all signed up by now. If you're still here, subscribe. Press that button, of course. All right, I need to check out. You take care, stay safe. Bye-bye for now. And hopefully next video, I'll feel a lot better. Bye for now.